Hey there, TJ Math students. Welcome to homework 4.2, order of operations. This is a practice homework and there are no calculators. Please write that down. So basically you're going to remember to work with exponents. And exponent, if I say something like 3 to the squared, it means 3 times 3, which is 9. It does not mean 3 times 2. All right, so right off the bat, number 1, do I have any parentheses? No. Do I have exponents? Yes, I do. I have 5 squared, which is 5 times 5, or 25, plus, and I actually can do this at the same time, 4 squared, which is 4 times 4, which is 16, minus 2 times 3 plus 5. It's going to be very tempting to do 25 plus 16, but it says after I'm done with exponents. So the idea is you need to do multiplication next, so we have to actually do this 2 times 3, which is 6. So then we see 25 plus 16 minus 6 plus 5. There's no division, so we cross that off, and we go right into our addition and subtraction. We move it left to right. So 25 plus 16 is actually 41 minus 6 plus 5. Oops, I forgot to put 41 in red for you. 41. And then we do 41 minus 6, which is 35. 35 plus 5. And 35 plus 5 is 40. So you're looking for your answer right there. There it is, C. And again, notice how it makes that nice V shape. Now let's look at number 3. Again, no parentheses, so you can cross off your P. 9 to the 2 is 9 times 9, which is 81. It'd be helpful to have your reference sheet handy next to you. So plus 4. So then 81 minus 10 is 71, because there's no more exponents, there's no multiplication, there's no division. Again, it's not add then subtract, it's whatever comes first, left to right. So subtraction comes first as I read it left to right. Then 71 plus 4, and then my final answer is obviously 75, so C. Number 5, there's no parentheses, there's no exponents. There is multiplication and division. Notice the division pops up first as I move left to right, so I'm going to do this division first. So 6 divided by 2 is 3, 3 plus 8 times 3, divided by 4 minus 2, 8 times 3. Multiplication pops up next as I read it left to right, so I say multiplication. 8 times 3 is 24, so still 3 plus 24 divided by 4 minus 2. Then we go back to division, because that pops up as I move left to right. So then 24 divided by 4 is 6. So then 3 plus 6 minus 2. So notice how I had to go back and forth between multiplication and division as I read it left to right. So now multiplication division is done. I have addition pop up first as I move left to right. So that's, that is 3 plus 6 is 9. And then I have 9 minus 2, and 9 minus 2 gives us our answer of 7. So A is our answer. Number 7, I do have parentheses. So I'll do the 8 plus 3 first, which is 11. And then I'll bring down 8 times 11 divided by 8. No exponents. Now I multiply or divide from left to right. Multiplication pops up first here, so I do 8 times 11, which is 88. And I'll do 88 divided by 8, because that's all that's left. And I'll get my answer of 11, so B. Number 8 I'm going to do with you. Notice the exponent is outside the parentheses, so you have to do everything inside the parentheses first. So first you're going to do the 4 times 3, which is 12. Keep your parenthesis, plus 2, keep the squared. Now it's going to be very tempting to do the squared, but again, it's outside the parentheses, so do what's inside the parentheses first. 12 plus 2 is 14. And then you drop your parentheses, and now it's squared. And 14 squared, you don't have to freak out. You have a reference sheet. You can literally figure out what 14 times 14 is, and it's 196. And your answer is C. So because I did 8 for you, you're going to have to do 9 on your own. On the back side, number 11, we have to do the exponent first because there's no parentheses. So 3 squared is 9. So we have 36 divided by 9 plus 9. 36 divided by 9 comes up next because we're done with exponents. I don't have multiplication. I got division here. So 36 divided by 9 is 4. And then 4 plus 9 is all that's left. So all division's done. Now we're just doing subtraction or addition, sorry. 4 plus 9 is 13. So B is your answer there. 12 you'll do on your own. So expanded form, 4 to the 5th, that's 4 times itself 5 times, right? the base is 4, the exponent, exp, is 5. So 4 times itself 5 times. That is C, right? Express 3 times itself. How many times? 1. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So the base is 3, and the exponent would be 5. So this would look like 3 to the 5th. So B is your answer. What is the value of 3 squared? Remember, 3 squared is just 3 times itself. 3 squared. When it's to the 2, we call it squared. Yes, you should be writing all this down. So 3 squared is really just 3 times itself. 2 3's, right? So 3 times 3 is 9. All right. Number 4, 2 cubed. Remember, cubed is 2 to the 3rd power. Circle that. Say 3 is anything to the 3rd power is cubed. So really this is 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4. And 4 times 2 is 8. So B. All right. I'm going to let you do 5 and 6 on your own. This is an interesting one. Any number to the power of 0 is actually equal to 1. This is a mathematical rule. So any number to the power of 0, such as 5 to the 0, 5 to the 0, 3 to the 0, any number, 1 to the 0, it always equals 1B. We can talk about that tomorrow. How to express 3 times 3 times 3 times 5 times 5, and that's expressed as, okay, I have 3 3's, 1, 2, 3, so that's 3 to the 3rd, and 2 5's, so that's times 1, 2, 5 to the 2nd. So 3 to the 3rd, 5 to the 2nd. Right? And I'll let you take care of 9. That's it. Call me if you have questions. Not available until after 9:30 tonight because I have class, so I will keep the phone lines open up until 10:30.